welcome to my cooking class. New format. I'm wanting to know what you think of it. Anyway, today we're going to be showing you how to get rid of the, oh my gosh, what's for dinner, by just using up things that you've got in your pantry and your fridge without having to have a package. It's really just not throwing things away. So let me introduce you to our Epic Life program. You've got a couple more days for you to register for this. I love this program. It's just healthy eating made super, super simple with a couple tools. These in particular. Yes, these are color-coded measuring scoops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how this works. Basically, you can purchase this booklet online through my e-commerce website. It's one of the pillars of how this works is color coding. And basically, in order for you to have a healthy diet, you need to have fruits and veggies, you need to have lean protein, you need to have complex carbohydrates, and you need to have healthy fats. And that's what where these scoops come in. So by doing protein every meal, it will sustain your hunger. Your veggies, of course, are good for fiber to help with your colon and get all your metabolism and veggies, vitamins and minerals out. Of course, your complex carbohydrates are fabulous for you, and the healthy fat, brain food. Okay, so let's get started. I'll walk you through this. Okay, so the Build Your Own Dinner is actually in this Epic Life book. And I just went into my pantry and I found some tuna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain my tuna. And when you're buying your tuna, make sure it is tuna in water, not in oil, okay? Buy it on sale. The scoops are, of course, the teal ones for protein, the greens for veggies, the yellows for complex carbohydrates, and the purple is for your healthy fat. So you're going to find the information for this on actually page 92. And if you join the Epic Life Challenge, there's about $9,000 worth of prizes that you can win or have an option to win. And it's just showing you how to do healthy eating made simple with Epic here. All right, so let's get started here. Okay, first, drain your tuna. All right, drop that. You can measure it. You can use your scoop. You can drop it right onto a plate, flake it up a bit, and you're going to be seasoning this with a sauce. The sauce that I'm going to do today is chimichurri. If you haven't purchased it, we've got a few more days. It expires on the 4th. Now, I had a corn left over in my cupboard. You notice I cut off the end, but I've kept the husks and the silk on there. And just make sure you've got a nice clean cut, that there's no ends wrapping around. And I'm literally going to put it in the rectangular steamer. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to microwave that for about 8 minutes. Now, if you're doing more than one cob, you're going to have to up the amount of time. The other thing I did in the microwave is rice. I put some Nourish broth, and hint, hint, that might be coming back this fall. I literally put a cup of rice, a cup of water, and I microwaved it for 8 minutes. Comes out absolutely perfect. Let's check it out and see. So what we're going to do with our complex carbs, which is our white rice, we are just going to grab our yellow scoop, and we are going to plate this onto our plate. Now, I should mention with the Epic Life pillar that these meals, you should have 3 to 4 veggies, scoops a day. You should have a couple carbs. And so now we'll go to the veggies. Now, I had a few cherry tomatoes, I had some coleslaw left over, and I have a red pepper in the fridge. So you can see I've got our 4-cup prep bowl there. I've grabbed my green, perfect portion scoop. Using the ceramic knife now, I'm going to just cut this into bite-sized pieces. You'll notice I didn't use all of it. This is a dish for one. This is one dinner plate. So of course, if you're doing more for family, you're going to use up more of your veggies. But it's so easy to prepare these meals so fast. So I'm just going to make sure that I've measured it perfectly. We want 1 scoop, and this is sort of like my salad part of my plate, okay? So this is done cold. And so I'm going to be using the chimichurri that I'm going to be making as a salad dressing on the top. All right, now I'm pulling out the corn that I had steamed for 8 minutes, and you can see the steam coming off. I'm just going to set it aside for now because it's really hot to handle. And make sure that when you go to use it that you have something to protect your hands. Okay, so now because we need 2 scoops of our veggies, because half your plate has to be filled with veggies, I had a little bit of cauliflower. I'm just going to chop that up. And I have a zucchini. Gosh, don't we have enough zucchini this time of year? So again, I'm going to put it into my little green measuring scoop. I'm using my ceramic knife again. I'm just making some medallions of zucchini, and I am going to measure this and then put it into our rectangular steamer again. Now, if you're doing again for a family that's larger than 1, you're going to want to use our multi-purpose steamer instead of the rectangular steamer that you're going to see me use right now. Now, you can season this with whatever you want. So go look in your pantry and see what spices you have. I chose to put bruschetta on it today. And for the amount that I'm cooking here, it's only going to be 2.5 minutes. That's it. Lid on it, in the microwave it goes. While that's cooking, I'm going to make sure I've got my hand protected, and I'm literally going to squeeze the cooked corn right out of the husk, silk and all. It is so easy to do. Now, isn't that worth having a steamer? Now, next, I'm going to grab my ceramic knife, and I am actually going to cut off the kernels. So this is a carb, of course, and so I'm going to be using our yellow scoop. Now, if you're a woman, you're going to be using or consuming about 1,500 calories a day. For men, it's about 1,800, or if you're active. And so you may not want to have as many carbs as I put on my plate today, but ultimately you want to have two things of carbs a day. So you could choose the rice, you could choose the corn. I decided to do both. I just wanted to use up my corn and get it done. So you can see this perfectly portioned plate is getting really full. So if you ever thought that the Epic Life program was a diet and you were going to go hungry, you're certainly not. So I've pulled out the veggies that I've steamed in the steamer. Just going to make a little room on my plate here. This is the zucchini and the cauliflower. I'm just going to drop that on. And now we need to get some flavor put on here. So here's my chimichurri, and I will let you know this is an Argentinian blend, and when you look at the ingredient list, it actually says there's a little sea salt in there. So make sure you shake it before you use it. Using the 4-in-1 measuring spoon, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in our 1 cup prep bowl. Love those little things. And I'm now going to add a couple tablespoons of vinegar. This is just plain white vinegar. And we're going to add a couple tablespoons of water. How simple is that? Now, I probably should have done this at the beginning, because if you let this sit, it brings out the really great flavor in this. And again, this chimichurri is only available till the end, the end of this season. So that's the 3rd of October, and then it's gone. So make sure you grab it before it leaves. It's absolutely amazing. So taking the purple perfect portion, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of our healthy seasoning on top. I've put it on the tuna and my salad portion, and it's going to make your perfect portioned dinner plate. Doesn't that look delicious? I mean, seriously, how easy was that? It does not require you running to the grocery store. It's simply a matter of using what you've got. So if you love what you're seeing, make sure you check out more recipes at jmflavors.com. Thanks for watching today's cooking class, and let me know what you think of the format. Take care. Bye for now.